Welcome back to our conversation this morning with State Representative, former Boston mayoral candidate Jon Santiago, also an emergency room doctor at Boston City Hospital. And before we talk a little politics here, Representative, one last thing. We've seen the Vax Millions lottery winners, announced last week. That'll be continuing for several more weeks. We're seeing all the appeals. They're trying everything under the sun. Is there something that these officials are missing in their effort to get the vaccine-resistant groups to step forward? Something you think they should be doing?
Well, I think we as a community, as a government, need to do a better job with coming up with more culturally competent and linguistically appropriate ways to get people vaccinated. It's been my experience that when you talk to people of color, those who've expressed some sort of vaccine hesitancy, they need to be approached differently. I put forward a program with some colleagues of mine to get people of color vaccinated, and it started by getting on the ground, going to their doors, engaging them on a one-on-one basis, and reaching them where they're at. And as a result, we've been able to vaccinate thousands of people, 80% people of color. And that's what we need to be doing across the Commonwealth, really coming up with culturally competent and linguistically appropriate ways to get people vaccinated and meeting people where they're at.
Well, up on Beacon Hill, there's a big debate going on now between the governor and the legislature over what to do with the $5+ billion windfall we're receiving from the feds as part of COVID relief. The governor proposed fairly quickly pushing that money out the door, a lot of it going into poor communities of color that have been hit the hardest by COVID, a lot of it going into housing and so forth, goals that the Democrats in the legislature seem to share, but they've been putting the brakes on, wait a minute, let's have hearings, let's slow down. Where do you stand?
No, I agree with the legislature. I mean, here we have an opportunity, $5 billion coming to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. It's important that we spend that money in a way that is done in an equitable manner. Now, looking forward, we share many of the same goals and objectives that the governor does with respect to affordable housing opportunities, addressing many of the equity issues that we have across the Commonwealth. And we just want it to be done in a deliberative fashion that represents the entire Commonwealth. And thus far, we've had a number of hearings in the State House, which gets right at to that. I'm looking forward to having more of those conversations in the near future.
You're not concerned about delay?
No, I don't think that the legislature has been acting in a delayed fashion at all. I think we just had a hearing a couple of days ago. We want to get out resources to the community as soon as possible. We're finalizing the budget for this next year, and we're just as excited, as motivated as ever to get funds and resources to the people who need it the most.
Well, listen, there's so much going on. I didn't even get around to asking you about the mayoral race, but let's save that for our next conversation. Okay, Doctor?
Gotcha. We'd love to discuss it at a later time.
All right. Thanks very much for joining us.